we have filed a obstruction of a drain, and we are waiting to hear back now.
We got all
Yeah, and we will find out. They've got to notify us if they're appealing that decision within 15 days of when it went out. So I guess that's kind of where that's at right now.
So you should hear pretty soon, hopefully.
Yeah. I'm not sure how they're going to serve that notice, if it's going to be by sheriff or if they're just going to notice our attorneys or what.
So that hasn't been done yet?
Not on their side, from their side coming back, no.
Oh, coming back.
We've issued the order.
Okay.
And they've got, they got 15 days to
And that was
appeal
3
that
days
order.
ago. So
Yeah. And what's that?
Friday, I think.
Yeah, last Friday.
this is day 6 or
Sunday of the 15th of September is when they got a notice by us by 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
And I guess I'll be surprised if they don't appeal it. And then we will have a hearing for them with the water board. And obviously our decision won't change. And if they want to continue that on, then it'll end up in district court. So, anyway.
Alright.
Yeah.
And that was in our state's drain, doesn't do it, you have to do it, or doing that?
Yeah, for destruction of the drain. And the reason that we went for the obstruction of the drain is that we can recoup all of our engineering and attorney fees by going this route. If we win the case, they have to pay all of our fees. That's the reason we went with what we did. Because if this ends up in court, it's going to get very expensive.
Is his lease attorney helping you at all?
He's working on his side of things. I've had a discussion with him as well, and he's kind of waiting to see where this falls because he can actually use a lot of the information that we've compiled with this. Also, so.
This is waterboard. I don't know if you hear what we talked about it. This is waterboard versus Fairview Township,
Oh, I know.
not the individuals. So that's why. Even
why
though
I
it's kind of one and the same, but it's legally not.
I would imagine he'd want to be up to speed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and hopefully that can get separated too.
All right. Okay.
Thank you. 1 second, being Larry's here, because this involves the water board. There is a potential problem on Old 52 underneath that box culvert between sites 1. There's that box culvert just to the west of the river bridge.
Okay.
You know which one I'm talking about now?
Box cover west on Old 52. Of
West
the
on
river.
Old 52 of that river bridge by Fondrick's land there.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. The highway started to collapse a little bit. We noticed it. We didn't really know what was going on. We went out last week. We did some dura patching, got it nice and level. It's like, all right, it was just, no big deal. It's dropping again. So I don't know. I'm going to try to get inside that box culvert next week, but there may be an issue with that box culvert running underneath Old 52, and I'll try. And I wanted to make you aware of it if you get out there to make, have your guys, because that's one of the drains in Wells County. I'm assuming that between Fondrick's and it goes across, isn't that like site 1, site 2, or however on the map?
I believe that would be west of our drain.
Okay, well, anyway, there's a potential issue there, and if you guys happen to be out there, I'm gonna try to get inside that culvert. Like you said, the water's been running all year.
Just let me know. I can go meet you.
There is a
Be careful
potential
at your
issue.
age. If you get down that culvert, you won't get
Well,
out
I'll
again.
tie a tow rope to me and make sure somebody's on the other end. There ain't no helicopter backhoe bucket, something to get me out of there.
Okay.
Don't
Alright.
call Chris. He ain't gonna come get you. He ain't going ahead of time.
But it's just to bring you aware, there might be an issue brewing there, okay?
Yeah. Culverts will
That's
always
the
be.
culvert closest to that, rural water pump.
Yeah, it's actually, no, it's on the other side of the river. It's between the 2 bridges that we have. It's a three-quarters of a mile to the west of that first bridge out there. And there's, a lot of water goes through there, and then it works its way over to the gym, and it's been in there a long time, but, that all goes back to the 90s with Fondrick and Walter Fair, and it's part of between Site 1 and Site 2, I think it is on the map, but it's underneath their highway, and it needs inspection. We need to see what's going on there, because the highway's dropping again. Okay?
Okay.
All right,
Thank you.
Rich,
You're right.
the biggest headache we'll have in the next 10 years, or this group will have in the next 10 years, is funding bridges and culverts.
It's gonna be a
It won't
problem.
do it. It won't do it.
Yeah,
And the cost will be beyond.
we patched it, and it's like, oh man, this looks good, and literally within 2 days it started sinking.
How far down was it?
It's a good bump. I mean, it's not where anybody's gonna get hurt, but, you know, we're gonna go out and give it more attention next week.
So potentially is it part of the rope?
Well, I don't know. I've got to get inside. I don't know if the sidewall, the box culvert is collapsing. I don't know if it's undermined. It's a big, we're talking like a 12-foot wide, maybe even wider, big box culvert. This is a big box culvert underneath the highway.
Starts getting more truck traffic.
Well, yeah,
It's gonna give more.
it's, you know, as we get the freeze up, I feel a little bit better, but right now it is starting to show issues.
Okay, Chris, hi.
Hello. I think you got the calls for services.
Yep, we should have that. We got that.
It shows it went way up, came down a little bit, probably go up again. That fluctuates with calls that we get.
Is summer usually more than winter?
Absolutely.
And just because of more traffic, or is it for our
Just calls in
information?
general. Everybody's out and about. Everybody depends on the weather. I mean, it's a lot of factors, but summer's usually busier. I think that's with everyone. I don't know. Maybe not you. You're busy all the time. I mean, it fluctuates so much. You can see in January it was only me. That's probably why the numbers down. How many people we got going? How many traffic stops? I mean, this is a mixture of everything that kind of goes on in my office, except for probably, well, some civil process too is incorporated in this. Maybe not the initial getting the papers and the work that goes on with that, but the going out and serving them is incorporated in this also.
Just actually everything you do as far as a response, a call.
And it's like I've told you this in the past, it's worms. Some things don't get put in like I would like them to. They get forgotten about. They're little things, but they happen. I mean, they're a simple phone call that somebody calls in and is reporting a missing dog. Maybe we forget to put that in.
Yeah.
You know, it's things like that. I mean, the phone is constantly ringing, nonstop.
You get a lot of dog things.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna say.
Even though I mean, Bowden is really right now our center of dog stuff because we're contracted with them. So.
Lots of dogs in the motor.
Oh, there's, I don't know, 60 some. You know, we help license them and all that stuff.
All right.
There's some loose cannons.
There's some what?
There's some loose cannons for dogs too.
I believe there would be a couple of that.
Always takes one.
Yes.
Any questions as far as calls to Chris? Okay. What else do you have?
Nothing.
Is, you got your car back, right?
It should be here today, yesterday, sometime, yeah.
What do you have remaining in terms of outfitting that car?
I just got a call from the guy we go through this morning.
Oh, I'm not interrupt, but you ordered a car and it's here, or gonna be here. The rest of you don't know that, but okay, go ahead.
So it's a Dodge Charger. I'm actually getting a phone call from my deputy. Hello?
What's the LGA guy calling for?
Projects, the two projects we have going on, starting soon, your highway project and your bridge project by Harvey.
Where did all that money go?
Justify the $141,000.
We had a pre-construction meeting yesterday via the phone. I listened in on for the Harvey project for
That bridge south of Harvard.
and then the pre-construction meeting for the
Up there.
for the paving job is Monday, and that possibly may start.
I gotta
next
go.
week.
The actual work.
Spoke to Knife River yesterday.
We had an important deal run on this one. Making sure that it's getting Where was it? Okay, Guardian Fleet. They called me this morning. I tried to reach out to them before we got the car, but I didn't get a response on this morning. So what's going to happen in their eyes is they want me to figure out what I can use from the old car. So it'll be like the new radios that we bought will go in the new car, but the things that we'll have to put in the new car will be like the cage, because no cages will work in the car. It'll be a center console probably, so that the radio fits in there. And the axon, we already have one ready there. I have that scheduled to be put into. That was part of the program we did back in the day. I didn't put it in the old car because the old car was doing so bad that I felt like you guys would probably be on my side getting a new one. Here we are. So I saved time. We don't have to take that out. We just install the new one.
And there's a company that does all this?
So Guardian does the outfitting of like the police lights, the cages, bumpers, sirens, all the stuff that goes in a cop car. But Axon comes and installs their own deal, and they know that they're coming to do that. They did the other 4 cars.
Axon.
Yes. They come and they use the shop.
Yep.
Oh, they come here.
They
You don't have
brought-
to take
yeah.
the
Yeah,
car
they
to
come. They
Fargo.
travel like 2
They
days.
brought a crew, and they just basically did them all in a day and a half.
All right.
So once it's here, it should get done pretty quick.
Yeah.
If they-
And I reached out to them and the schedule
And ballpark, what's that cost?
to put it in. Oh,
The material
So-
to retrofit a car. I mean, that's a fortune.
they buy used patrol cars, so they might buy the old Tahoe off of us, and that would offset the cost of some of the new equipment. So I'm probably going to try to take that route to get rid of the old Tahoe for 1, and 2 to offset the cost of the new equipment going into.
Sure.
So what specifically will be decommissioned? What is it, a 14?
Yeah, we have to put this in minutes, right? So it's a 14 Tahoe. Right? Okay. Anything else?
I would like to ask some questions. I'm probably gonna be very blunt, and you're probably gonna be mad at me when it's over. But I would request one thing: if you get mad, don't take it all on my relatives and brag about it, because that's what happened last time. And the reason I know this is the person told me, and he said I could use this. That is what you call abuse of power. To use your office to get back at somebody for making you mad. I'm sorry if I did, but I can prove it.
But how did I do it?
You went to him and told him you were giving a ticket to him to prove to Brian Loud that you were doing your job, and you bragged about it.
Who?
You know who.
I have no idea. Who did I give a ticket
I
to?
think you guys.
Aaron Updahl.
I
And
never said anything about getting back to you on anything with Aaron Updahl.
And then
Is this
You
about
gave him
the
a ticket?
fence thing? The last time I gave Aaron Updahl a ticket on
a
was
citation for offense
The
situation. Yeah. Okay.
that was a year
That's
ago.
what he
That
told
had
me.
nothing to do with any of this.
That's what he told me
And
why
you,
you
by
gave the
you
ticket.
bringing this up here in this meeting
Well, it's budget time.
is not true. Yeah, it's budget time. So,
Okay, so if he
so
came in
you
here
have
and
a
said
problem
that,
with me and you're gonna take it
I don't
out
have a problem
on
with
my
you.
office.
Hey, wait a minute. Oh, hold it. I don't have a problem with you. I have taxpayers bringing stuff to me, asking questions. I
Absolutely.
represent taxpayers, okay?
Mm-hmm. So
That's where I'm at. Now, how is the speed on 71 doing? Have you guys been down and checking that?
I haven't got any complaints about the speed rather than just for me.
Do you ever go down there and check?
I haven't been there yet. No.
Could you do that possibly?
I will get to it, yes.
Because as I'm learning and stuff I'm hearing from the fire departments and the ambulances, you're the only one getting paid out there. They're all volunteer. A lot of them tell me they wish you wouldn't even get out of the car. I'm sending this back to you, trying to help you do your job, okay?
They wish that I wouldn't get out of the car.
They would rather you stay in the car.
Why?
I don't know. That's the way I've heard it. I'm passing it on to you.
Well,
Okay, so with all that said, does that mean that your salary should be under investigation and you should be on probation to understand why these people are saying these things. I don't come here lightly. I don't want to come here and say these things. I get phone calls, and if I dismiss half of them, it's still too much. So I'm trying to help you with your job. I'm trying to communicate to you what I hear.
Okay,
So now you've heard it.
thank you.
Done. I got one question. On a Tuesday night, we had a fire call. Deputy called it in, and there was 2 deputies in the car together on a Tuesday night. One was a part-time deputy. Why is there 2 of them out riding around together on a Tuesday night?
Because we're throwing together.
Is that common practice? Or
It's not common, but it can be done. It's nothing to do.
just curious why we're hiring a part-time deputy?
I don't know. There could have been a problem with the car. Could have been a number of things. The cars have been shit in the bed lately. All of them, except for mine.
Well, I think we need to be careful and sticking up for this little bit here as to what else went on in that particular case. There could have been some other incident that day, right? So that's an ebb and flow. I mean, I'll give you a good example of there was a pretty bad accident. I don't know how that happened. It doesn't matter. By the pilot car west of Harvey, well, there was 2 responses by well,
There was actually 3.
approaching.
There was 3 cars.
That was a bad deal.
It was a bad
Bad accident. Pilot car. Okay, you know how you have to wait for a pilot car. Somebody rear-ended a vehicle coming up to the pilot car line. If you can believe that. Well, that was a fiasco. But anyway, you know, those people probably weren't all on call. They just got called for the situation.
Hey, it just, if we getting a part-time guy in here, let's spread the resources out and not have them riding around on a Tuesday night together at 11 o'clock. Like,
I understand what you're saying, but that stuff is all internal.
Right.
That stuff's all decided by me. And alone
seems
me.
like a poor decision.
Maybe it was, but then I'll have to own it.
Just curious why they'd be out there like that.
Well, in some things you can't report on things that are going on, correct?
No,
So,
but I mean,
to answer
It's-
you guys' questions.
it's irrelevant. I mean, if I want to ride with any of my deputies, I get in and ride with them. Part-time no matter what. I tell them to get in with me all the time too. We go out and drive around and look for something that's going on. I mean, if you want them in 2 cars, that's great. They'll just use more gas. I mean, you can look at it a number of different ways. They were riding together, they were saving miles on one car, or I don't know if that day the car was broke down or something. The lights were going off by themselves one day. I mean,
You probably asked me why there were 2 people
Right.
on duty,
Exactly.
right? Versus just one, or
No, why is Wells County hiring a part-time deputy, first of all, and having them ride around with the deputy on
they could have been
Tuesday
to show them
night?
around a little more, because the deputy's not from here.
Well, I don't think we need to hire that part-time deputy anyways, when we got 4 of you guys full-time.
Well,
That's my point too.
that might
And have
be.
you talked to residents
I have.
to them to contract,
We
or are
haven't-
we not gonna get any of that
We
money?
haven't finalized anything, but I have spoken with the mayor one time.
That
Talked
would
about
be
the contract.
that would be
Because that goes into budget too, for budget time.
right. Initially, when we hired that last deputy, it was because of
I'm trying to get back into this.
resident. So if you don't do that, you know, we maybe have to be creative in coming
One
up with.
glitch, you ain't gonna.
Well,
I also
back-
approached the Pheasant School to try to see if they would fund some resources for like a school resource officer position.
Okay.
Because we control that anyway in the morning, even though we don't contract with the city of Pheasant.
Well, the trouble with the city of Pheasant, they're getting a lot of these services now for nothing, so why pay for it? I mean, that sounds bad, here, you're driving around, you know, what's the point of
What about
a
Harvey?
policeman in?
What about all the services they get in Harvey too?
I
And they
agree.
don't pay for it either.
I know, I
Okay.
agree. No, I'm not
We've been
picking
there a
on
lot.
President,
I know
I'm just
that,
saying that they're doing a lot of this stuff
We're still
already.
there helping. They have a
Yes.
chief. The chief is wonderful. I like working with him.
Yeah, I think they got a good guy up there now,
We do.
okay, what I've
But he
heard.
still needs help. He can't work 24/7.
Because a lot of it is appearance, you know, always, that was the one thing President always wanted to pay by the call. I always said that